Geeky's Garage here, the dumbest automotive channel in all of YouTube, and I'm here to tell you about Flex Seal. I'm not really a paid spokesperson, but apparently Flex Seal will do a lot of things. It'll float a boat with a screen door as a hull. It'll seal up cracks in fuel tanks and roofs and everything. And today we're going to find out if Flex Seal will work on a Lamborghini Murcielago cracked transmission. Yeah. Now, if you all have been following my Lamborghini Murcielago saga, I bought this Murcielago with a bad transmission and bought a salvage transmission from a wrecked Murcielago, and apparently that wrecked Murcielago also had a damaged transmission. There is a small crack in the case, which we will see in a bit with the car wizard, but it still ran and drove just fine once we put the transmission in and had to cut holes into the body to reach this one electronic thing that wasn't working. It was a mess, but there's still other things to sort out on this Murcielago that are getting taken care of. One of them is the bumper, which if you saw in a previous video, I took it off, put it in my Bentley Azure, and drove it down to get repainted at Maaco. They did such a great job repainting my Porsche 911 that I figured they'd do a great job on my Lamborghini Murcielago. So Flex Seal and Maaco on a Lamborghini. I'm giving the hoopty treatment on my most expensive car. It's really, really stupid. But let's check out Car Wizard and the other projects. There's plenty around here, and all the issues that popped up on the Murcielago after the first round of fixes. It's a peeling back an onion of issues. So after spending $10,000, this Lamborghini was still leaking oil. It was leaking coolant. It was leaking power steering fluid. And it was leaking transmission fluid. And it's not the wizard's fault.
No.
No. So one was kind of a spontaneous failure. Yes, this
goes to the reservoir right behind, actually right in front of the engine by the exhaust manifold. And this is all Lamborghini gave for a heat shield.
Oh, and
it burst over here because there's nothing to protect it.
Weird. And it did it as I was driving into here pretty much, huh?
Oh, actually, I had it on the lift doing some other things and it just blew.
It just popped.
I'm glad it happened here, actually.
Right.
So.
Well,
and you
charming.
Can see the new one, I've got nice heavy insulation over the whole thing.
Oh, so it's all silver looking just above the exhaust. Yes. Okay.
It's all fixed. No more leaks there.
Very good. And then the other leak you fixed was the oil filter. That was an easy one.
Got that fixed.
Very easy. And one leak that you noticed that we're not fixing right now, the steering rack, yes?
Yes. Right here, it's red.
So it's just a little wet.
Little tiny bit wet, yeah.
We'll send that off to get rebuilt when it gets worse, starts dripping, I imagine. So I guess I'm leaving more than one thing broken. Huh, I mean, it's a hoopty. But then there's one thing that, well, is kind of unfixable. Not really unfixable, but the proper fix for something that's cracked, a cracked casing, like with my Ferrari 348, it didn't happen with me, but the previous owner had a crack in the engine block, and the Ferrari dealership actually had someone come out and weld the aluminum where the crack was and fixed it. It's a long-lasting repair. It's fine. It's, I guess, pretty common with 348s. But this Lamborghini Murcielago, the used wrecked transmission, has a little secret. What's going on, Wizard?
See the drip?
Yes.
It's coming from the orange circle. There's a tiny stress fracture there.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, I can barely see it.
Let's see if I can get the light just right.
Yeah, I can barely.
There it is. A line.
Yeah, oh, so it starts from the bolt.
And it goes
all the way, yeah.
Down. And whatever happened here where this got broke,
yes,
when it was in the accident, I think it jarred the whole drive line. It's just that tiny little crack there. It's not across the whole housing.
Right. You initially thought it was something around here that needed to be resealed, but once you resealed everything and then it was still leaking,
yep,
you saw the sweating.
It just keeps sweating down here and down to the ground.
So it's great that it's in a place that's easy to reach, that we can see. Someone could properly fix it with aluminum weld, but we are not going to do that. I think Flex Seal will take care of it.
Flex Seal.
Yes, clear Flex Seal. So what should we do? Should we clean it off? Yes?
Yeah, I'll get some cleaner and clean it off and get it dried off, and then we can spray that.
Sand it down. Yeah. Flex Seal. I mean, it'll float a boat with a screen door as a whole, right? Wizard, it says roof leaks, gutters, skylights, window sills, flashing ductwork, foundations. It'll fix foundations. Awnings,
even.
Chimneys, downspouts, vent pipes, AC drip pans, RVs, campers, trailers, projects, and then here's the important part, and so much more!
Yes, this is the so much more.
So much more is Lamborghini Murcielago. So, here you go. Real world Flex Seal test.
Here I go.
All right. You're scrubbing?
Yes, scrubbing and preparing the area. There's no oil there right now, so it's a good time to spray the Flex Seal.
Okay. I'll let you do the honors.
Okay. This is not a standard repair. I hope I do it right.
And so much more.
There he is. And
Phil Swift here with Flex Seal.
I'm just kind of testing it there.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let it dry and put another coat.
More coats. It's glistening.
Mm-hmm. This is not the wizard's idea.
It's a brilliant idea. Why wouldn't you take credit for this idea? It's a brilliant idea. It's gonna work. How's it drying?
It tastes like mothballs.
Why did you taste it? There is a big warning here that says extremely flammable, harmful, or fatal if swallowed, wizard.
I didn't swallow a whole bunch.
Vapor's harmful. Basically, wizard.
Well, if I ever work on a car in the future that somebody used Flex Seal, I'll be able to identify it now.
Okay, is this heat resistant at all? How much heat does a transmission have on it? I don't know,
150, 200 degrees?
Well, the old Google answered our question, wizard. How much temperature can Flex Seal withstand? Temperature range from -80 to 350 degrees.
Well, we're in the ballpark then.
How about that? Wow. Apply between 32 and 120 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's about 70 in here.
We're right in the middle. Coat number 2.
It's making a nice layer on the crack.
You know, it's giving it a nice clear coat. Kind of shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Looks nice. Kind of like a show car. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Covering up the crack nicely.
And I don't see any red coming out.
Mm-mm.
Wizard, can I do the last one, please?
Well, sure.
Please, here, hold the camera. Look at me, I'm a Lamborghini mechanic. Where's there? Yes? Yes? Okay. Oh, yeah. Flex Seal. You think that's enough?
That's good.
Okay. A little extra squirt there.
It's starting to look kind of like opaque fluid.
So we're doing this on a Friday afternoon, evening, which is perfect. We can leave it over the weekend, wait for it to dry, and see if any new transmission goo comes out. If not, success.
Success.
I'll be back up on Monday, Tuesday with a bumper anyway that we can put back on, and then I'm driving my mostly sorted Murcielago.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed on the Flex Seal. Fingers crossed, everybody. Please. Well, it's been more than a few days. It's been a little longer. There's a slight delay with the bumper, but we have good news and bad news. The good news is the bumper is done, and it looks really good, so Mako came through on me, but the bad news is the Flex Seal, it's a fail. Flex Seal fail. So, Wizard, talk me through what happened. You came back after the weekend, and she was dripping tranny fluid, huh?
All over through here. It was all wet all over again, as if we didn't even do anything.
Yeah, so I kind of did a little research, and Flex Seal is an oil-based, whatever.
An oil-based, some sort of adhesive or whatever you call it.
So the oil in the transmission fluid and the oil of the Flex Seal, when it interacted, it just fell apart. So that's why it didn't work. But you were able to fix it, right?
Yeah, I put epoxy over it and then painted it silver. Let's get the light on it.
Like a good old JB weld, huh? With some silver paint to really make this a Concours quality Lamborghini.
Yeah. They would never notice. They would say, huh, I don't see anything here.
Yeah, no points off at all. Zero Concours points off.
I have a really cool surprise for you.
A surprise? Well, I guess I can help you get this bumper back on, and then you can show me the surprise, huh?
Let's do it.
Well, I don't even know how to be happy anymore. The good news, I guess, is the Flex Seal didn't work, because the bad news is we're putting this bumper on, and it's not even close to the same orange. It's not.
No.
So my original ask was for them to just paint the bottom that was damaged and then blend up, because you're never going to match this orange perfectly. And then when they did that, apparently something messed up, and they had to go deeper to where they ended up repainting the whole bumper. And you're never going to match it. Now, I called them, the Mako guy, he's a very professional guy, but he's going to be able to blend it in without going into the car, but he needs to see the car to be able to match, because it's like a 3-stage crazy paint. So he says he's going to fix it, but I need to have the whole car down there, which I was trying to avoid anybody other than the Wizard touching anything other than painting the car, but I guess it's kind of unavoidable at this point. So we'll put the bumper back on, and it's a hoopty. It's different shades of orange, and everything else. I guess we can put it on, and then you can give me the good news to try and cheer me up.
Yes.
Oh man.
Well,
Oh. It's a little off.
it's pretty bad, really.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty forgiving of things, but I would not be forgiving of that.
Okay, so change of plans. I've kind of digested this a little bit, and it seems very pointless to go to all the trouble of putting the bumper back on, which is a lot of trouble apparently. Yes?
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
It's not a 30-minute job, that's for sure.
And then they just have to take it off again, and they have never done any Lambo work before, so they're not equipped to do this. So what we're thinking is we're going to take the bumper back to Mako with the bonnet so that they can match it. They're not going to paint the bonnet. I hope they don't paint the bonnet.
I hope not, too.
But just so they can match it, because it's a multi-stage thing and they have no color reference to go off of. With this, they can kind of figure it out and match it a lot closer. And then there's not a gun to Wizard's head to get this done while I stand here over his shoulder and just wait for him. But maybe you could give me some good news. What was that good news you wanted to show me?
I have two surprises. Hopefully they counteract the bad news that you have
Okay.
there. The first surprise is take a look at your driver's seat.
Oh. Oh, yeah, it had a really bad stain on it, like somebody really had a blowout.
Yeah, I was able to get some glass cleaner and scrub it.
So it wiped off, and this is coming off pretty good without a heavy detail, so
Yeah,
the interior is going to clean up.
yeah, it's turning out nice.
That's good. Okay, so what's the other thing?
The second is when these deploy, there's an orange light inside of them. I've got it operating again.
Okay. That battery was close. Close. All right. I'll deploy the wings. Maybe.
There they go.
Oh yeah.
Up, 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 and away.
So this little switch in the center console, right here.
There they are. Wow.
Oh yeah.
It's like a fire in there.
That's gonna look so cool at night. Very good Halloween theme for my orange Lambo.
Yes, the jack
Moonlighting.
Very cool. And did you hear no chirping bell on startup?
That's also good news. Yes. Yes. I guess that's a little more exciting. Yes, that's
good news.
cool that that's working again. And the seat, I guess it'll clean up. So I guess the bumper off, hood
Yes.
off, and
Take it back off and give them the bonnet.
we'll give Mako a chance at redemption. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully I didn't get what I paid for. Thank you for watching.